Hi there, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I am Sis on Space, and today let's get straight into it. Today's topic is how to live your best life as a feminine woman. Over the weekend, I was doing a lot of research on this topic because I mean, tapping into my feminine energy, there were certain habits that I had to stop doing, and there were certain habits that I had to replace with the bad habits. And I'm someone who always believed that in order to change, you have to replace your old habits. I mean, imagine you stop doing the old things. What are you going to do? You have to replace them. You don't have to just stop it. Okay, you have to replace them. And these are some of the um, as usual, introduction. These are some of the habits that I picked up, and some that I also picked up from other women in my research that I would actually add some, or I'm adding some even into my daily habits. So the first one, the first way to live your best life is to cut off toxic people, toxic habits, toxic friends, and toxic routines. So what do I mean by that? Um, when you want to level up your mind and your energy, you can't do that in the same environment that you are struggling to be in. I mean, maybe the same environment, like the previous environment. You have to leave, you have to ditch that old environment in order to be a new person. So you have to lose yourself to be somebody else. You can't be a new person and keep the old habits. It's impossible. It can't happen. So let's say, for instance, if you're the type of person who likes to go out every weekend to party and is draining your pockets, you can tell that you are going broke because of that. And mostly those will depend on the type of friends you keep. Maybe your friends don't really have the sense to live a purposeful life. They just, whatever comes in goes out, okay? You really want to um, find the balance in your life where you can have good friends and also live your life. I'm not saying because of that you shouldn't live your life. If you want to go out, do it, but do it reasonably. Okay. So let's say you have habits that are very bad. Maybe you drink a lot, or you smoke a lot, or you do drugs, or you're a womanizer, or you're a woman who loves to chase men. Let's say, for instance, if that's your toxic habit, and you want to attract the things to you, you have to stop doing the old thing. Just realize that you've been doing this for so many years and it never works out. So you need to find a new plan. We have to find a new plan. So what can you do next? First of all, whatever you were doing before didn't work, so it doesn't matter. Throw it away. And then one strategy that I always use is, how do I attract this thing? Okay, say for instance you want to attract a very wealthy man, or even let's put aside a man. Maybe you want to attract an animal to you. You want to bait. Maybe you go fishing. You take a bait with you, right? So you bring in a bait. If you want to attract a baby to you, you have to seem warm and very sweet and playful. It's the same way. If you want to attract a man into your life, depend on the kind of man you want to attract, you have to be the type of woman that he finds attractive. So if you want a certain kind of lifestyle, you have to start acting and showing up and being, talking, walking, living like you already have that lifestyle. You can't be living the old way and think that new lifestyle will arrive. No, you attract that thing to you. And in order to attract that thing, you have to already believe you are that person who is living that life. So you live that life already, so that when it happens, you feel deserving of it. No, when it happens for you, when that man comes to you, you feel you deserve it because you are it. Like you embody it. You're not faking it. That's who you are. You are the type of woman that that man needs. Okay. So if you want good friends, if you want friends who love you, who are business minded, who will level you up, you have to be someone who's leveled up, who uses their weekend wisely, who uses their time wisely, so that you can attract friends or you can meet up with people and in conversation, you realize you guys have the same thing in common. You work on a weekend on your businesses, or you have something going on privately for you, which you're so passionate about. And that's how you make good friends. And the second one is cultivate some hobbies. So right now, my hobbies is YouTube. I am falling in love with making videos and uploading them. The only painful part is when I have to edit the videos, and I'm not really good at that, I know. But I really love the whole process. I really love learning and researching and also using myself as an example when it's needed. I just love that other women, in any part of the world can actually hear my message and feel touched or feel like they can relate to something in the video, even if it's not all. I mean, not everybody will agree with everything I say because we are two different people. But the fact that they can take something, even if it's a little piece out of it, it's so appreciating because you don't. We live in a world where we all want to be agreed with. We all want to be loved or liked. I don't really care about that. I just want to make an impact, and that's all that matters to me. So find a hobby that you think will help other people, or a side thing which you're passionate about, which is going to help other people, which could be of good service to people. And make sure you love that thing so much. Make sure you show up for that thing and you show up really good for that thing. And you speak your truth about, or you show your truth and how you feel about that thing. So with someone, it could be in sports. Some people love to work out. Maybe you should plan on finding a safe space, maybe in your gym, on your balcony, in your salon or your hall, any part of your house. Get yourself some cameras and start videoing yourself anytime you work out. If you love to cook, find a way to make your passion known. Maybe your technique of cooking might not be the same technique everybody use. And by you sharing your technique or the way you cook or the way you dance, it could be anything, maybe the way you paint. Someone who is passionate about it will feel inspired and might pick something or learn something from you, which is very helpful, and you might be their favorite person. So I always say if you have something that you want to work on, make it as a hobby from the beginning. Make it something you do without wanting anything, no wanting to get paid or anything. Just do it, fall in love with it. And if it's really something that is for you, it will bring in any kind of positive that you expect. Okay. So cultivate good habits. And the third one is discipline. Discipline. I learned discipline in the hard way. I learned it from my dad. From my dad grew up in a very strict home. So his mom was in the military and she was also at one point in her life a teacher. So you could tell my grandmom was very, very strict, and my dad grew up with that mentality of strictness and being the female as well. So you know how fathers and daughter, I don't want you to get pregnant. I don't want you to go with this boy. Da, da, da. And not only in that aspect, my dad disciplined me in like emotional intelligence and even normal social and personal life. Like I remember my dad would actually force me to make my bed. At first I didn't care. I'll just wake up, chow, dress up and go out and slay. I didn't really care. So I was kind of living a bit I don't care boyish way. And my dad actually forced me to make my bed like every day. And if I don't make my bed, he would take some money out of my allowance. And because I didn't want my allowance to go because I didn't make my bed, I cultivated a habit of making my bed. And it got to a point where if I don't make my bed, I don't get comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I became naturally disciplined. And also, my dad made me fall in love with working out because every Saturdays, we would work out together. So his way of making me take care of myself was him actually going to work out, and he'll wake me up early in the morning when he's going to jogging or something. Be like, "Oh, I want you to come with me. It's going to be fun." And I did that a couple of times with him, and I naturally fell in love with working out. I love to work out. When I don't work out the whole week, I feel sick. I can say I'm pretty addicted to working out. So so when you find something, be consistent with it. Like make your bed, work out. If you meditate, do it every day. Be consistent with it and be persistent. If you love to upload videos, content, be persistent. It might be hard, especially if you have a work, if you have a job, or if you're schooling. But just show up with the little time you have. That's the only way to make it happen. And the next one is education. Education comes in so many forms. It doesn't have to be like you went to college or you went to university or you went to senior high school. It's more about, I believe education is educating yourself on things like communication, things like spirituality, things like emotional intelligence, things like feminine and masculine energy, things like conscious, like very conscious stuff that we need, like social skills that you can't really learn in schools. You know, things about money, business, and even how to gain power. Those things I value more than going to school and learning physics and mathematics. I always tell everybody, like, if you have certain skills at hand, you don't really need education. You can navigate through life and make it. So what are the things you want to know about? Maybe it's something you're lacking. When I lack something, when I don't know anything about something, I go online, like free information, and I research, oh, what's this? I don't know what it is. And if I'm curious enough, I go deep into it and I study what it is, you know. I get to the root of it. I go so deep. You anytime I'm curious about something, you see me so focused and so soaked in on that thing, you might think I'm crazy. I love to learn. I love to learn about everything. I don't care. I don't limit myself when it comes to learn. I want to know everything possible. I'm like a sponge and I know, like I know, I love to know about so many things and I'll ask so many questions. And I think that's very good. It makes you so flexible in so many ways. It makes you cultured as well. You can relate to so many things and so many people, and you have a whole horizon of friends and acquaintances. So make sure you educate yourself on these kinds of important things or things that you feel you lack and you need to know. Next one is talk and treat yourself kindly. Yes, I know some people find it difficult, especially if you've been through some abuse, or you grew up in a home where you weren't praised enough, you weren't acknowledged. I know it's hard. It's so hard to just all of a sudden start speaking and treating yourself good. But if you don't do that for yourself, nobody else will. That's the one reason why you should. And I would say start small. Start by looking yourself in the eye in the mirror. I had to do that. I started practicing with the mirror. First time when you do it, you might sound crazy. Like, you know, some people never tell themselves they're beautiful or you're adorable, you're unique, you're confident. Like, don't tell themselves positive things. It sounds crazy to them when they say it to themselves. But that's it. You have to lose your mind to be yourself. That's how it works. So when you feel like, oh my God, this sounds crazy, I'm not going to do it. Look, everybody's crazy. Everybody is crazy. You know why? Because everybody who I thought was so cool, I got close to them and they had something that I would never do or I thought I would never do. I see everybody to be crazy. Even my mom believes certain things. I think she's crazy. Everybody, look, you might get to know me and realize I have some crazy stuff going on with me. It's normal for me, but it's crazy for you. So you if your craziness is loving yourself and telling yourself you are the best thing that ever happened to you, be crazy. Who cares? Be crazy. Let that be your crazy side. Don't let anybody put you down because people who treat themselves good and they talk good to themselves are very confident, hands down. Like you can't tell them anything. They will show up the way they feel about themselves. They will show up the way they think they are. So if you think you're beautiful, that's it. Everybody will have to join. Like everybody falls in line with whatever you think and whatever you say to yourself. Because whatever you repeat to yourself is what you become. You become a reflection of what is inside of you. And you can wake up and choose to feel bad about yourself or choose to feel good about yourself. Choose the best thing for yourself. Choose rather to feel good and to be good for yourself. Okay, so whatever goes against your value, whatever brings down your confidence, don't gravitate to it. Slide back, be in your zone, put all that energy and your power inside, keep it, and then use it on you. It will make you more confident. It will make you more confident. And it's better to be confident than to be known as the girl who is not confident. No, that's not cute. And the next one is plan your day and your week in journal. So what I also had to understand what journaling is. I have a journal here. I think it's in my drawer, but I write down my emotions, how I feel. At the end of the day, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I write down what I feel. I just take it slow, and whatever emotions that pops in my head, I just write it down. Sometimes I'll feel like saying something to somebody, but I know I'm acting out of emotion. I just write it down so that I can reflect on it and see if in a couple of days I still feel the same way, or how would I feel if I had said that to that person. And that has helped me a lot. I tend to come off more in control of my emotion. It helps checks me, and also planning your day. I have to improve on that. I am very bad at planning my day. I like to go with how my body feels. Trust me. Sometimes I'll plan, okay, I'm going to do this and that. And then I end up doing something totally different. Okay. And that's okay. That's the feminine. She likes to do whatever she wants. She's not really restricted about it. So that's okay. Some people are like that. But some people like a structure. Some people, if there is no structure, they can't get things done. For me, I will write down the structure. I might get it done, but I won't follow it step by step. I might take some things out and replace it with something else that I think is cool for me during that day. So just make sure you arrive at your goal. The whole point of planning is to arrive at your goal at the end of the day. Because if you don't have a plan, how are you going to get to the thing? It's like you're going on a journey. If you don't know the road, how are you going to get there? So you need a plan. But if you just wake up and go on a journey that you have no idea where the road is, you will waste your time. You end up wasting your time, probably procrastinating because you don't even know the way your way out or way in. So plan your day, journal. There are days where I keep my phone away. I put time limits on some applications just to connect to myself and be present. And you should try that. It's so good. It keeps me so grounded. And next one is decor or gardening. This is a very good hobby or habit to decorate your room. I like to buy cute stuff. I just choose to have my video in like a plain background on my bed because I want the message to be the main thing, not like my room. So, but you should fall in love with decorating your space, like putting nice things like flowers, like sweet smells and candles, just having like really nice colors. I have a bunch of flowers here, different colors of roses and all of that. You should actually fall in love with making your space be beautiful because that's where you spend most of your time apart from if you go to school, if you go to work, if you live with your parents, or if you have your own place, you spend most of the time there. You spend almost like half of your day in your house. So coming home to a very organized, beautiful, decorated place makes you so calm and brings you back into whatever energy you made that room to represent. So I made my room to represent more like very beautiful and very sensual and also a bit sexy. It's weird, I know. I made my room sexy by, bringing in sensuality by bringing in flowers and by bringing in dark colors as well to make it a bit mysterious and sexy. And that's how I feel whenever I come home. I get into this dark aura, like a dark feminine way, and I light some candles or some incense, and I really, really get grounded in that dark feminine energy at night. And the daytime, the bright white colors in my room also shines, and it gives me that it's morning brightness. So you should decorate your space, and plants are so good. Some plants that I'm in love with are the type of plants that you can keep in your room and they absorb some bad energies or bad energies from the room, or some roses. It could be fake, but just having that around, it's so beautiful. Some people like to take it to pets. Some people love to cater and be responsible for other lives. That's also good. But just find a way to always come home some warmth and some beautiful thing. Okay, and also have a skincare, a self care routine or a skincare routine. That's the next point. And some people just wake up and they don't really have a routine for their body or their face or nothing. They just wake up and they know they're going to bath. That's it. You should have days where you scrub. You should have days where you do your hair. You should have days where every day you should take care of your skin. I have a morning and evening skincare routine. I do it every day. I don't skip a bit. I don't skip a beat. Like I do it every day. Every morning when I wake up, brush my teeth. I do my skincare. I if I have to shower first, I shower first, and I do my skincare. And I go about my day in the evening before I go to bed. I take off any form of makeup or oil. I cleanse and I put on my serums and moisturize and everything just to keep my skin glowy and healthy and fresh. So you and I have days where I scrub. There are days where I don't scrub. I just do some milk bath. There are days where I just do some salt bath. There are different days to me. I just love to disconnect and take care of myself. That's so important. It makes you connect to your sensuality because when you're doing those things, you are so present. You're just monitoring your skin, just monitoring your body. And that's so, 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 so sensual. That's so beautiful. Like you get to smell all the creams and the serums and the body scrub, and you get to touch yourself. You should practice that. It's very, very good for you. Next one is eat healthy and drink water. So eating healthy can be eating your vegetables, eating your proteins, eating your good fats and carbs if that's what your body craves. Also drinking a lot of water. I know some people who don't drink water. Can you imagine? There was this one girl who was like, "Oh, I don't really like water." I'm like, I was shocked because what what do you drink? Alcohol? Like I could be tasty and you give me coffee, juice, and I'll still want water. Like my body's telling me we need water, not something mixed with water. If you get the point. I need to drink water. Water is life. They had a reason why they said it. And you should eat your vegetables. I love vegetables. I just take it slow with it because there was a point in my life where I ate vegetables every day and I just got tired of it. So I cut it off for a while, but now I'm back. I saw the importance of what it did on my body. So eat your vegetables, eat your fruits, drink your water, take care of your teeth, whatever you have to do to take care of, just eat healthy and drink your water. And the next one is to sleep. Have your beauty sleep. Oh, I remember a point in my life where I was going through so much. I was so anxious. I was going through anxiety and depression. And I'm the type when I'm going through those kinds of situations, sleep is out the door. Like I can't. I would try. Maybe the highest I can sleep is 3, 4 hours. I can't like that's the most. I had to heal from whatever I was going through. And I realized I connected back to my, I love to sleep, period. Like, I need my 8 to 9 hours of sleep. The least sleep I get now is 7 hours. And I think that's still okay. 6 hours, I'll still feel sleepy in the day. So I plan to sleep. I know when to like leave my phone and sleep to get to this time. And yeah, that's what I do. And sleeping makes your skin look so good. If you notice, people sleep a lot always have good skin because the skin repairs and heals and goes through whatever it has to go through. So sleep, 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 sleep. Get your beauty sleep. Don't let anyone mess with your sleep pattern. If somebody is trying to, I mean, put your phone on silent, flight mode, whatever it takes. Just get your sleep. Be selfish about your sleep, okay? Because you will live long if you sleep a lot. The next one is exercise and meditate. I talked about exercise earlier, so I am already addicted to exercise, and I love to exercise and meditation as well. I also added meditation to my routine not long ago. I do it every day when I wake up. I sit in my room for a while quietly, no sound, and I try to get in the good mood that or envision whatever my day will be, and I stay in that good mood. I stay with that energy, and when I come back home, I also meditate to just feel like, I don't know, everybody has what they have in mind of what they want to be. So I meditate to manifest, I meditate to be present, I meditate rise to raise my vibration. So it depends on what I'm meditating on. I meditate consciously. Well, I don't know what it is that you're meditating for, to plan something in your head, to be in that energy of what you envision. Just meditate on whatever you have in mind, and with time, that thing is going to come to you. Okay. So meditate and work out. If you need to lose some weight, if you want to gain some muscles, whatever is your goal, find just few minutes in your day, even if it's 10 minutes before you step out. Even if you have to lose 10 minutes of your sleep, sleep 10 minutes earlier, go to YouTube when you wake up, find a 10 minutes workout and do it. And within like 6 months, you see a change. You see a huge change. Those those droplets of 10 minutes are going to amount to a big change that you would never have had achieved if you just did it one time and you stop. So just sacrifice 10 minutes for your future self. That your future self will thank you so much. That's the best thing you ever do for yourself. And the last one, establish boundaries. So whilst you're leveling up, whilst you're trying to live your best life as a feminine woman, and you're changing, you would have people having so much to say about, people throwing in their 2 cents about your life and how you should live and how you change and blah blah blah. Develop tough skin. That is when you need to bring in your boundaries. That's when you need to put people in their place, because you are trying to live your life, and the last thing you want to do is backsliding. Don't be like that Christian who goes to church and pray and come back and do the same old thing that they went to church to pray about. Don't be that Christian. You will never go far if you go forward just to come back. Don't. Don't do that. Just this is how I move on from things, or this is how I cut off people. When I step into a new version of me, or when I move on from something, I envision that a door has been closed behind me and I can't go back. I'm different. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but hey, I am a different person. What are you going to do about that? It's either you conform to my new way, and this has nothing to do with arrogance. Like, don't take it in an arrogant way. Take it as a very confident way. Like, yes, I'm a new person. Are you with it or are you out? It's your choice. I mean, you give people that choice to leave, or they also level up and be on your level. And anytime you level up and you set your boundaries on what you would permit or not, you tend to also throw a challenge to the people around you, because now, in order for them to get access to you, they need to have that mentality. They need to also level up. They need to change their ways of doing things. And now you've actually challenged the people around you by challenging yourself to be somebody better. So that's the whole thing. It's either also people want to enter into that version, that better version of that you're trying to enter with you, or you leave them in the other world. You can't take the old people, the old mindset people with you. They will influence you. The energy around you is like a water around a tree, or it's like the water around you. If that water, if you don't leave that water and get to a different water, which is good for you, which will help you grow, guess what? If you stay in the same polluted water that was bad for you, killing you, not letting you grow, stunting your growth, and you are in a different mindset but the same old water, you would want to do it, but you can, because you have this energy and forces holding you back, and it will stunt your growth. It will stunt your growth, and you don't want that. If you move on and you lose these people, if you lose these people, there are more people you have to meet in future. There are better people that you meet in future, and you wouldn't even bother about the people in your past anymore, because, child, what were they doing for you anyway? So don't feel bad for cutting off toxic people. Don't feel bad for living your best life. Don't feel bad for choosing you. Don't feel bad for loving yourself. You have to. That's the only choice you have in life, to love yourself more than anything else. Oh my God, that was a good topic. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will sign out, and this is on space. I'll see you next time on another episode or another video. Why do I feel like this is podcast? So leave any comments if you have any suggestion, any opinion, any topic you want me to talk about leveling up, healing, and any mental issue. I don't know. So that's all I have for this video, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Ciao, Bella.